Hello, thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home Practice session. My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech-language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. We want you doing your Speak Out exercises every single day. Today's topic is Tour de France. Everybody say it with intent. Tour de France. One more time, really speak out. Get the words in front of you. Ready? Tour de France. And like we do at the beginning of most sessions, let's all smile with intent. Just for a second or two. Give a great smile. Very good. Go ahead and get some water. We're going to go through the exercises, and I had a number of questions come in, so I want to try to get to as many as I can. So let's get some water and then we'll get started. Today we do have our Parkinson sing-along right after this session. It is conducted through Zoom. We host it every Thursday. And Sandy will post the link, or you can always find the link. Look for the Parkinson Sing-Along on the homepage of Parkinson Voice Project's website. So every Thursday, I would love it if you would block an hour to work on your voice. Practice with me, and then participate in the sing-along. Let's do the first Speak Out exercise with intent. Ready? May, me, my, lift your voice and make it fly over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, moo. Again. May, me, my, moo. Remember that we're not yelling. I want you to project your voice forward, but we're not yelling, we're not screaming. Let's do it again. May, me, my, moo. And one more time. May, me, my, moo. Very good. Go ahead and take a sip of water. All right, speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and project the ah forward. Ready? Ah. Let's do it again. My voice isn't at its best. Y'all know I had a cold this week, still not 100%, and you can hear it in my voice. We'll do the best we can. Let's do another one. Let's do a short one. One more. Good. Let's take a sip of water. I want to answer a question that came in, and it was about the ah. And it said, I know you don't want us to focus on breathing, but for the ahs, I can only get 7 or 8 seconds. So I don't want you to worry about the length of the ah. The goal is a maximum of 10 seconds. Some people can only hold it for 4 seconds, and that's okay. The main thing is you try to speak out as best you can with a nice quality. It's important that you don't start squeezing the out to try to make it longer, okay? And I want you to really think about this. We do the to coordinate the breathing muscles with the vocal folds. When the sound comes out clear, you know that they're in sync. They're working right. But how often do you say to anybody? Not very often. So don't worry too much about the Working with a speech pathologist one-on-one, you may be able to increase the length of your but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and do the glides. Project out an a steady and then glide up. Ready? Good. We are in control when we do this. This is important. Let's do it again. Even though you're going up and down, you're still trying to project your voice forward. Let's do it again. Good. Let's do it again. These are very challenging to do, and I can't stress enough how you need to be working one-on-one with a speech pathologist, a speak out provider, in addition to these sessions. Don't rely just on these sessions. You need the one-on-one therapy to reach your full potential. All right, let's do one more glide. Good. Take a sip of water and let me answer some other questions. Someone asked, they mentioned that when they do Dr. Boone's words, that their right forearm trembles, okay? And they were asking if it had anything to do with dopamine levels or no, and it's not that way. It is very common when I first work with somebody, let's say day 1, 2, or 3 of speak out therapy, that if they have a tremor, it might go wild the first few days because you're concentrating so much. You're really trying to speak out. What happens is that people with Parkinson's, they start to develop bad habits when they're having trouble getting their voice out. Maybe they start to yell from here and push it out. And with the speak out exercises, we're getting you to coordinate the breathing and the voicing to get it out the way it's supposed to. But you're using a lot of intent at first. So it is not unusual that the tremor would go wild. But as you work with your speech pathologist and you get more comfortable with speaking out and you build the muscles and it gets easier, you shouldn't have as much of a tremor. It's the same thing for a lot of people with Parkinson's. When they become stressed out or they're under stress or in an argument with somebody, their tremor might go a little bit wild. All right. Let me go ahead and get some water. We're going to just count to 10 today, forward and backward. Speak out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now backward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Very good. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of our reading. Reminder, sing along today. Right afterwards, Sandy will post the link. Our topic is the Tour de France. Let's read these sentences twice with a lot of intent. By a lot of intent, I do not mean yelling. We're projecting our voices forward. Ready? The Tour de France happens every July. Again, the Tour de France happens every July. Now, use more intent the second time. I'm not able to do it today, but you do a better job than I am the second time, all right? It is a challenging bicycle race. Again, it is a challenging bicycle race. Do we have any cyclists practicing with us? Let's read the next one. It was established in 1903. Really exaggerate the highlighted numbers. Ready? It was established in 1903. Okay, next. The 2024 Tour de France will pass through Italy, San Marino, Monaco, and France. Let's say that again. Ready? The 2024 Tour de France will pass through Italy, San Marino, Monaco, and France. Very good. Take a sip of water and I will answer another question. So this one comes in from Georgia and Atlanta, Georgia, and she says, when I do some of my exercises, my head becomes like a metal drum and the sound vibrates in my skull, giving me a headache. Am I too loud? Yes, yes, you have to be too loud. You should never feel it up here when you do the exercises. It also says, am I going up too high when I do the glides? You might be. It should never hurt to do these exercises. Some questions I might have, do you wear hearing aids? Is that amplifying when you're doing it? Do you have some type of hearing loss where higher sounds would bother you? But you should never be, so if you were to measure your volume with a sound level meter, and I don't want you to use an app, but there are apps online. I really just want you to speak out. But if you wanted to measure your volume, you could get a sound level meter app. You should never be louder than 90 decibels at most. Most of the exercises are done at 80 or 85 decibels. Never louder than 90 decibels, and it should be never so loud that it's ringing in your head. So please, if you're not working with a speech language pathologist, go ahead and please make an appointment. We even have a Speak Out Therapy and Research Center in Georgia. All right, let's go on to our conversation exercise. I want you to name some parts of a bicycle. Go ahead. Now, the conversation exercise is where you don't have the words in front of you. Now you have to organize your thoughts and speak out. So name some parts of a bicycle. Let's read these together. Seat, handles, wheels, pedals, brakes. Let me ask you a question. Where could you buy a bicycle? Think about your town and what places, where could you buy a bicycle? Say every word with intent. I'll ask you another question. How much do you think a bicycle is? I'm talking about top notch, the kind that you would use for the Tour de France. How much would that cost? And I don't know the answer. I look forward to looking at the chat afterwards to see what you came up with. Let's go ahead and do Dr. Boone's words, okay? I have one more suggestion for the person that said the tremor goes wild. I want you to make sure when you do all of these exercises that you don't start tensing up your body. Sometimes that can happen because you're working so hard. So try to sit back in your chair, let your voice do the work. If you find yourself tensing up, stop, and then try to do it again. Let's do these twice. Gu la gang ga ga. Again. Gu la gang ga ga. And the next one. Ku ka man gu ka. Again. Ku ka man gu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next one. Kukla. Kukla. Very good. Take a sip of water. Many of you have probably heard of the Davis-Phinney Foundation. So today we thought our bonus reading could be about Davis-Phinney. Let me ring the bell. As you read, okay, same thing. If you start to tighten up, try to relax and focus on just speaking out. Don't let your body tense up when you're doing this. All right, here we go. Davis-Phinney is a retired professional road bicycle racer from the United States. So that's the rhythm. Let's try it again. Davis-Phinney is a retired professional road bicycle racer from the United States. He won 328 races in the 1980s and 1990s, a record for an American, including 2 Tour de France stages. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's at age 40. Read the last sentence again with more intent. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's at age 40. All right, everyone, it is time to hop on the Zoom call and participate in our Parkinson sing-along. Again, every Thursday, I want you to plan on speaking with intent and singing with intent for an hour. Practice with me and then participate in this sing-along. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Kitty from Penn State will be with you again tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.